Redmond Army, assemble. I am sorry I am late. The stream yards are bugging me up, man. It weren't working. It weren't like letting me camera on the damn stream. But we're here. We're back with the Premier League football. And welcome back to James Redmond TV, where we're going to be live for all the Liverpool games for this very upcoming season. How are we, gang? I've missed these live streams because there's a little bit of passion to them. And our rivals have been absolutely, battering other teams. And I mean, do you know Man United, them winning today, yeah? That was one of them performances where, it doesn't say to me they're going to win the league, but it's one of them where, it makes you look twice, do you know what I mean? Usually you just look at them and you shrug away, and it's it's just a win and stuff like that. I mean, that just made you look twice. It was just a louder bang than usual. However, Leeds did make a lot of mistakes, and it was a poor performance from Leeds, but Pogba was on fire, Bruno was on fire, players were on fire. Sancho never even played. Varane never even played. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the Man United game. We are here to talk about LFC versus El Norwichinho. I don't know why I've just called them El Norwichinho. But anyway, Norwich City and Liverpool. We'll read out the lineups in a sec. Before we do, let's read out some of the chat. Shout out to everyone who's in the stream. Make sure you smash a like. Make sure you subscribe. First watch along back for the season. And I have got dry lips. Much better, right? Let's read some of these comments then. Let me go up just so I get a few hellos. Troy, hello there, my friends. Rashman, Jake McGuinness going on. And by the way, people, let me know about your thoughts on the lineup, which I'm about to go through. I just want to say hello to you quick. Adam Wagwan, AH, let's go. Juliana Satnan, Lil Slave, my G. Marshall, my G. Ken, my G. Solomon, my G. Big Moose, Imran, Diogo. Wow, there's loads of comments here. Hey, big up to everyone who's in the stream. I'm going to give me score prediction in a sec. Football, trick shots, and the Supreme Supplanter here with a super chat. Thank you very much, my mate. The best name on YouTube, the Supreme Supplanter. Just such a satisfying thing to say. I'm hungover and wobbly, James Lab, but when I see my favourite scouse come up on the phone, I cannot miss it. Big up yourself, Supreme Supplanter. I was in your state 24 hours ago, and it's not a good place to be. So, all my thoughts and my condolences are with you. A nice one for the father, fella. Anyway, so let's get into this lineup. So, Liverpool, obviously away from home. Normal 4-3-3. Let's go. Alisson in goal. Back four. Obviously, we know Robbo's injured, so this isn't really too much of a surprise. Shimaka starts at left back. Trent at right back, and then we thought we might have saw Konate, we thought we might have saw Gomez, but instead we've saw what I think is currently Liverpool's best partnership in terms of the evidence that we've got in Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip. So that completes the back four. Midfield, again, a pretty surprising one if you ask me, because there's some big names that aren't starting in the midfield. Anyway, Keita, James Milner and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. And then the front three is Mane, Jota and Salah. So let me know what you think about that in the live chat. You're seeing the likes of Firmino on the bench. You're seeing the likes of Fabinho. Obviously, Harvey Elliott, a very, very good option. This is an alright bench. And do you know what as well, by the way? Ben Woodburn, even Pep Linders came out the other day and said, we've got a plan for Ben Woodburn, but it just seems like he's been chilling for 5 years, not really doing much, and now it looks like, oh, actually, he's a part of the plans. Is that because of the lack of investment, or is that because he's actually impressed? I do not know, but the bench is looking stacked. We've got Konate on there, Gomez. Listen, wait there, Konate isn't on there, actually. Oh, no, yeah, he is. I was going to say, that never made no sense. But overall, I mean, you're not seeing Fabinho in there, so I don't know if you're looking at Jota as maybe this is going to be a sign of things to come, but it wouldn't surprise me in the slippery slightest. Anyway, let me read some of your comments. Harvey Elliott, there is going to be some player. Listen, in terms of pre-season, you talk about Naby Keita, you talk about Oxlade-Chamberlain. Get on this, people. This is Oxlade-Chamberlain's first fully fit pre-season since he's joined Liverpool Football Club. Just let that sink in for it. Let me drink it in. First fully fit pre-season since he's joined the club, which, by the way, was 2017. Unbelievable scenes, if you do ask me myself. Bloody hell, the chat's actually active in this one. Get your score predictions in the chat. What am I going to go with? the rivals have done well today. So we need to make a big statement as well. I'm going to say Liverpool, I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to say Liverpool 3, Norwich City 0. I'm going to say a clean sheet. A clean sheet on the first Premier League game back for a man like Virgil van Dijk, which again is a talking point. We're going to look better playing out from the back. There was points at last season where the high line kind of done us in, and that's not what I'm hoping for today. But also, we've got good cover on the bench, so if there is a poor performer by half-time, you've got the options there to make a change, which is the bonus of having good players for each position and a backup to them players. It's an interesting one, man. Harvey should come on in the second half, says Mr. Fanta. If we're lacking a bit of creativity, I don't disagree with that, Mr. Fanta. I think that is a big boy shout. Troy Tobin, does anyone know where Thiago, Hendo and Fabinho is? Fabinho's on the bench. Hendo and Thiago is a great question. I know Thiago had a little sort of niggle injury a few weeks ago. Henderson, of course, he's only just came back. I don't think it's anything reoccurring. Maybe just with the higher intensity of football, Jurgen Klopp doesn't want to risk it and wants to maybe give them another week off. Maybe I'm wrong, no, maybe I'm wrong. Oh yeah, there's a few Norwich City fans in here as well. Actually, nah, he might be a Chelsea fan just saying, come on, Norwich City, never mind. Lip says, James Oh, wait, sorry, Lip, I've lost your fucking comment. I think he's asking me a question if I'm going the game or something. Lip, get your comment back in. I've already... Oh, no, there it is. Hammers, are you going to the Chelsea game? Yes, I'll be going to the Burnley game, most likely. And I believe Alex said he can get me a ticket for the Chelsea game. So, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get that done. Ox and Naby need to pick their bags. This is a huge game for Naby Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain for many, 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 many reasons. And the first reason of the many is the fact that they both don't play, and we know if they were to get given a proper chance, we might actually see some proper results. And that's what I'm thinking in this situation. Today is a game that they can actually play well in. And I think both players are better with momentum, consistency. If they're consistently good, the fans will realise that they actually can be great. And that is a big deal. And I like the fact that they're playing, and I do think they'll make a difference if they're on form, but we just have to see. Anyway, shout out to Richard Blackdog, who says, hi mate, hope you are well. You must be chuffed to see Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold 3-0. I'm going to say 4-0. I'm saying 4-0, Richard. Thank you for the super chat, and you're damn right, Richard. How can't you be happy to see the best centre-back in the world come back and hopefully prove all these doubters wrong? And that's what I'm hoping he does today. I'm hoping just straight away he's back at it. Rattling Tom... Wait, there. Is it Thomas Pukki? It's not Thomas Pukki. What's his first name? It's not Thomas. It's something Pukki. Timothy Pukki or whatever his face is. Cantwell, rattle them, just scare them, get into them minute one. I'm not saying injure them. I'm just saying rough them up a little bit, show that you're still the big man. Mate, there is too many kids that live around here now. Way too many. It's like just loads of new families have moved in and all you hear outside during the day is and screaming and friggin' like throwing shit at each other and crying. Oh, it's shit, man. I wish I was at this game though, I'm not gonna lie to you. This would have been a nice little away day, first game of the season. Right, let's get the volume on, because it looks like that we're gonna be kicking off soon. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Our two rivals won today. You're right, Mr. Fanta, they did. And listen, wait, what? Why is my Now TV just gone off? You better come back on, Now TV. You better start working. There we go. Even a part of me is happy to see Virgil van Dijk back, and why not? You know, like at the end of the day, you're human, innit? Like you're still a human being, and you want to see people do well. You don't want to see them get injured all the time. That's not a nice way of thinking. You want to actually see people persevere. Obviously, if you're a neutral, in spite of Liverpool's success, you don't want Virgil van Dijk to do good and then we win every trophy. I get that, but you should still want to see him do well. You get what? Just from a life point of view. That's the way I think when a player comes back from injury. Like a long injury. It's the way I think, like, even when a player just goes through some adversity, it gives me a little more of a boost to want them to do well and prove people wrong. Like Saka, for example, I hope he has an amazing season. And it's not that I didn't want him to have an amazing season before, it's just now I want him to shut people the fuck up. Whereas before, He was some winger for Arsenal. Whereas now, like, there's a story there, and even though we're a nice thing to go through, it's them type of moments that make or break people, and I'm praying that it makes them. Same with Sancho and Rashford, but I don't want Man United to win things, so I want them to do well, not the teams. As long as we're winning, you can be second best all you want, as long as we are the champs. You know what I'm saying? I was going to get something up there. Wait there. Wait there a second. Half a second. Nah, never mind. I haven't got it. Right, so. Go home, go home, go home, go home. Wait, what? Have I thingy out the wrong Saeed? No way! I've modded the wrong Saeed. Is he a mod? As if. Hey, people, I've modded the wrong Saeed if he's a mod. He must have came in one time, actually blended that he was Saeed, and then it is what it is. You're saying James sorted out, you've got to kind of, like, that's the last time I'm going to address it, because I know that's what they want you to acknowledge it the whole stream. But that's mad, that, because he's me mod. He's actually me mod right there. You've modded the wrong one. No shit. Let me unmod him. Wait there, shit. How do I remove him as mod? It's saying, like, add as moderator, but it's not letting me remove him as a moderator. This is mad, this, you know. I don't think he is no more. But I fucked up. As if he could have been banning people and shit. Mods, can you ban people? Or just time out people? Or like hire people from the channel? Because if I've been just modding random people, then yeah, this could be a serious situation that I might need to look into. I'm phoning him now, pussy. Yo, what's he doing sitting on his phone? Yes, no expressions, mate. Gee, that can't be Saeed. I wouldn't expect Saeed to be doing that. He sat on his phone. Say swear. So you're telling me Saeed was watching this, sat on his phone, and then done it, or are you just taking the piss? I think he's taking the piss. Big up Expressions though. Everyone go subscribe to Expressions if you don't already. But we are about to kick off, right? Come on now, you mighty gorgeous Reds. Let's get right into these. Virgil van Dijk, 2 minutes. First goal, Sadio Mane, best player in the world. With the second, Salah with the third, and Salah with the fourth, because he bags more than one in one day. That's what we hope. That is what we hope. Players take the knee. Woo! Let's go. We are off. We are underway. Right, let's get into these straight. Chat, I'm sorry, I'm kind of like chilling now. You know what I mean? I'm in the gym. Yes, now Expressions. Hey, listen, Expressions has been getting big as well, people. You don't want to play with him soon. You know, these arguments that me and him have, I'm going to have to start watching myself, because if he sees me in person, he's going to do a John Cena on my ass, maybe a little F5, because he's been growing the Musells. So, nah, big up Expressions always, man. My brother. Whew, right. I'm nervous now. But I'm not nervous because, do you know what I reckon we're going to be up for today? I reckon we've saw our rivals lose, and I think, yeah, we're going to get at these from minute one, and that's what we need to do. Just impose the fear. The fear and ignite the passion in the thing. Oh, yeah. Headed away. The thing about Norwich as well, they've got Billy Gilmore starting, and he always has a good game against the big sides. Like, even for Scotland versus England, when he plays for Chelsea, he usually does well for Chelsea. He's had a few very good games against Liverpool before. I think last season, he was like the man of the match, weren't he? When they beat us at Anfield, maybe. Anyway, Norwich are on the attack. Come on now, Joel. You sort him out, son. I reckon Joel will be the more fresh of the two centre-backs just because his injuries are more short-term and also more frequent. Therefore, he's more used to the rehabilitation of coming back from minor injuries. Virgil van Dijk's knee was fingered and now he's back. So we don't know if he's just going to be right up to fitness. But he's had a pre-season. That's what we want. You know what I'm saying? As long as he's had that pre-season, that's all I care about. Shout out to Theo Woods, my G. Go subscribe to Theo Woods' channel, people. He does some great work. Says massive game for us, for the likes of Naby, Ox and Shimicast. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree there, Theo. First goal scorer. I'm gonna guess Oxlade-Chamberlain. Do you know what? That's a good question, Ken. In fact, who do you think's gonna score our first goal this season, chat? I'm going to go with Oxlade-Chamberlain. I hope it's Virg. But I think, for something's telling me Oxlade-Chamberlain's going to have an alright game. We're 2 minutes in and Norwich have sort of retained the ball a little bit more than what I thought. At this point. But, it's early points, it's early darts. I reckon it's going to be so fucking tight between Liverpool, United, City and Chelsea. Going to enjoy this season. Solomon, I agree. I think the top 4 this season could be any order, and it's all going to be so close. It could even possibly be 4th is 9 points away from first, or 6 points away from first. I think it's going to go till the final 3 and 2 games of the season, possibly even the last day, with all 4 teams. I think it's going to be that close. United had a great start. Chelsea, dominant as usual. There's loads of variables going into this one, man. And that's why I'm just hoping Liverpool do their job. Just win your games. Norwich you should beat. So just, if you can win this, and then you can win the next couple of fixtures, wait, what's the next game? What's the next game? It's gone out my head. Is it Burnley? It might be Burnley. Either way, if it's Burnley or someone, you should beat them. Chelsea, you should draw with them, because if you're Liverpool, you shouldn't lose to anyone in the league. Really, obviously you can lose the odd game, but that's in hindsight. Going into a fixture, you need to believe that you can win every game, and that's what I'm going to go into every fixture with, just so it's more enjoyable. I'm not saying we're going to win every game. I just know we can. If we were on every single game, we'd be there. But if your hands have balls, you'd be an uncle. Anyway, good player from Norwich. Make sure you sort this out. Sound James Milner. That was another surprising one. James Milner, at the good old age of 35, he's still getting into the team, man. Now, it was a surprising team. A surprising lineup. I always feel less confident when Fabinho isn't there, because I think that affects the attacking play. I think he just helps the team push forward, and that's very beneficial. Missing him could allow Norwich to get more in our faces in the first half. But that's just the way I'm thinking of it. People are saying Mane for the first goal scorer, Mo Salah for the first goal scorer, Diogo Jota's going to be our first goal scorer, Alisson's going to be our first goal scorer. Come on now, Ollie. Adam says Mane. I think it's written in the stars to be Mane, isn't it? My bold shout is Bobby to be top goal scorer. Ooh, top goal scorer? In the Liverpool team, or... even if you're saying in the Liverpool team, that's mad. But if you're saying Premier League top goal scorer, and he's not even starting on the open... Oh, ball in! Mane with the flick on. Not bad. Was that Cantwell who got the ball out, or is that a goal kick? Either way, not bad. And I actually liked the way Mane tried to do something there, because he probably weren't going to get his neck muscles underneath that enough to get that on target with a good enough chance. So I like the thought process behind that. Someone's just said who do I think's going to be man of the match. I'm going to go with... Oh yeah, ball in. Oh yeah. Nearly went off Joel Matip there. Go on, Oxlade-Chamberlain heads it back in. Man of the match. I'm going to go with Virgil van Dijk. Now I'm going to say Joel Matip. It's a bit of a left field shout, but I just, like I said, I think he's the more fresh of the two centre-backs, and I think they're going to go down that hand side a lot more, with Trent being on that side, of course, and I think Cantwell is the one going up against Trent. Therefore, I think that opens more opportunities for Matip to have a better game. It's going to be a more difficult game, but if he can just be tight on his side, then he's going to be absolutely sound. Matip is a solid centre-back. People don't realise that without these injuries, you're talking about maybe top 5 centre-backs in the league. Maybe. I'm not saying definitively, just with his quality and his consistency. I can't remember the last time Matip had a bad game. Can someone tell me the last time he had a bad game? Because for me, he's got the Virgil van Dijk level of consistency. And he's a great reader of the game. Oh, lovely from Mane into Shimikas. And Shimikas, man! The Greek Lord, yeah, the Greek Scouser. The Greek Scouser. I'm excited to see him. I know, obviously, Robertson's a miss. And did you see his Instagram post? It was sad. He was just there with his gorgeous smile. But Shimikas looked good in the game against Osasuna. And that's Osasuna, but still. Salah for the Golden Boot. Possibly. Listen, he's always in that conversation. I think you could put your money on him being in the top 3. For sure. For sure. I want a Norwich own goal, and what happened last time Norwich scored an own goal of the game, we won the league. Oh, that's actually a good point, to be fair. When Pookie started his monthly masterclass, where everyone thought Norwich had the best striker in the league. Oh, yeah! Mo Salah. How is that a foul, ref? That's a bit friggin'... nothing, really. It's like I'm about to say it's a bit friggin' something. It's not, and he hasn't touched him. Referee's taking the piss. James, would you rather win the league by 10 points or dramatically win an 8 on the final day? Or dramatically win? Oh, do you mean like win it by 10 points or dramatically win it on the final day? So there's two sides to that, isn't there? Because if I choose the final day, it's probably going to mean a lot more. But it's going to be stressful in the build-up. Whereas if I'm 10 points clear, I can say, ha, fuck yous, we're well better than yous, because 10 points is a big deal. Like, you've certified your dominance there. Like, that's Khabib level settings. Like, if the 2 leagues we'd won under Jurgen Klopp by such margins, that would be legendary in itself. Therefore, I don't care about that. The feeling if it was a last day win. Let's say if it was like us and Man United, for example. Let's say somehow Chelsea and City lost all their oil money and all the players fucked off and they went shit and us and United went for it. That would be the time where I would choose the last day of the season. But circumstances is everything. And if it's City, if we're in a title race with City, give us the league with 10 points clear. Because who cares? Who cares about that? We've done the close title races with them. Sayonara. Oh yeah, there's Shimikas. Great ball. Oh, big chance. Was that a save? Oh, that was good defending. He got that over the bar. Good ball there from Shimikas, and solid play from Liverpool as well. Good footwork. I think that's one thing Shimikas actually has better than Robertson. Actually really good on the ball. And his crossing isn't too bad. It's like Jurgen Klopp just made Shimikas sit there all of last season with his eyes glued open like this, watching Robertson's crosses. Here he is on the corner. Ball in. Not a bad ball. Just about beat the first man. Naby, lads. Ball in. What a save. And that's what you've got to remember about Diogo Jota. He can head a ball. He can actually give it a go. He's actually a threat on these corners and from certain crosses. Good ball in there from Naby Keita. And that's what Naby Keita can bring. That certain level of creativity. That certain midfielders don't. This is a very offensive and exciting midfield with Oxlade and Naby Keita. And here's Oxlade as we speak. Oh, a little bit of footwork. It's kind of worked. Now he's fine, Naby, lads. Into Trent. Oh my goodness, that ball was amazing. The touch weren't bad, but defending was good there from Norwich. Trent with the vision there, though. Tell me about it. He was watching Paul Pogba earlier, most likely. Paul Pogba had a great game. A great game. People need to start putting more respect on Paul Pogba. Maybe he's not like a Zinedine Zidane where he, like week in, week out, he's constantly putting on these performances. But he is a consistently good player. Like, his consistency is his downfall, but just because he's not reaching elite level performances week in, week out doesn't mean he's not a good player. And it doesn't mean he's not their best player. And I think he is their best player, him or Bruno. Because even the role that Bruno plays, I look at Bruno as just a striker, and I think he's great at that role. Like, I think Bruno's more of a striker than Firmino. It just doesn't say it on the actual lineup. They're saying the oil will run out before 2050, so Man City won't be in the top 4 for as long. That's a great point there, you know, Adam. If oil runs out, then City are fucked. Thoughts on Arsenal? Right, here's the thing, Hyper. I don't know if you're an Arsenal fan, but Danny Slater, one of my mods, is an Arsenal fan. It's peak times for a man like Danny, and it's peak times for Arsenal, and I'm going to use that term because it just feels like the right word to use. They're just not that good of a club no more, and I'm not going to slate them while Norwich are on the attack. Ball in there. Very well dealt with by Virgil van Dijk, I'm not going to lie to you. Sound as a pound. Nah, I think Arsenal are in trouble. I don't see them finishing higher than 8th this season. And for Arsenal, that's when you know you're in trouble. I think they need to sack Mikel Arteta. Because even though it's more than Mikel Arteta, it's still him. You know, like, they can still be better with what they've got. So, get rid of him and hope that the owners go one day. That's all it is. Just hope and pray. Protest if you need to. But I think the heaviest protest Arsenal will get has already happened. So, we will see. But I don't think you're going to have an exceptional season, let's just say that much. Thoughts on Manchester United versus Leeds? I suppose... Oh, yeah, there's Mane. Ball in! Oxlade. Play it to Milner. Overlap with Trent. Oh, what was that? What was he doing there? Who was he looking for? I didn't see it. Pardon me. One thing I've noticed early on in this game, people, is that the midfield is just like a little bit more open than usual. And it's not like a terrible... it's like the high line isn't as high. It's still a high line. It's just not as high as I'm usually seeing it. But not too much difference between now and last season. Jurgen Klopp said in his press conference before the game that what he wants to do is have... because he's tried a few different things in pre-season, what he wants to do is just slowly build momentum throughout the Premier League season and then hit a peak. And then once he's hit that peak, we just go on a big run of games. And in terms of the strategy behind it, I don't know what he's going to do to get there, but let's just say that the thinking behind that process, that makes sense because that's what City done last year. They had a bit of a shaky start and then just took the league by storm. And just because United won 5-1 and Chelsea won 3-0 doesn't definitely mean they're going to have great seasons. They're going to have good seasons. That's one thing you can say comfortably. But Leeds were poor. Leeds were poor today. So it's not like that certainly means they're going to win 5-1 every week. But even if they just win 2-1, as long as you get your wins in this league, man, that's all that friggin' matters. Go on now, Trent. Kept that in well. Mo Salah. Oh, we are. Oh, no, that was good play there from Norwich. They're doing well. Listen, Norwich are getting stuck in. You can see that they're up for it. Close him down there. Unlucky Naby. Poor ball as well. Bit of a boring game so far, to be fair, people. But smash a like anyway and subscribe if you haven't already. Yes, now it's Zyro. Welcome back to the stream, my mate. What games are you going to and what games are you going to do a watch-along for? So, really... Oh, yeah, we're on the attack. Good interception there by Cantwell. Now it's Shimmy. Shimmy-Cash. Yeah, we just haven't got that sort of ruthlessness about us today. Once we get to there, to in their half and actually around their goal, we struggle. Anyway, I'm going to be doing... It's most likely going to work just like the home games I go to and then the away games I do a watch-along. But if you watch the channel frequently, you'll know which games I'm actually going to because I'll say it on either here or I'll say it on the Redmond Roundups or whatever it may be. You'll find out the information, don't you worry. My man Anonymous, so... or girl, Anonymous, who knows. Anyway, oh no, there was a comment there about Cantwell. Zanos! Shout out to Zanos. Cantwell feeling the energy of the Prem and just needs to keep the ball. Cantwell is a player. He's not someone that I think we should be threatened by. He's the biggest threat in their team, but I think our defence He's more than good enough to handle Cantwell, with all due respect. And such wood, because he's probably going to score now. Oh, lovely little link-up play between Mane and Salah. It's like he thought Salah was going to run in behind him, and Salah just weren't there. But we're trying things. As long as we win, if we don't win in amazing fashion like the way United and Chelsea did, I don't care. At this point of the season, when you're growing, when you're getting the injured players back, we still haven't got everyone back. Thiago isn't in the side. Hendo isn't in the side. These are big, big variables, so let's just be patient when it comes to the big performances. Because we could win this game 1-0 and fans will be okay with it, but they'll still look at United and be a little bit worried. Oh, good then. Salah! Oh my goodness! I thought that was going to be a goal, but he just had so much space in the box. Came in on his right foot, had a chance. It was right at the goalkeeper, but it certainly was decent power on the shot, I'll tell you that. Could have he made it maybe past it? Nah, he's already skipped past the player. That was the right thing to do. That was the right thing to do. Salah is clear of Bale. And the water is wet and the sky is blue. Oh, wait there. Ball in from Trent. These crosses are causing a problem. Naby put one in earlier. Trent has just put one in there. You can see that we're kind of playing very similar to last season. Play it out wide and get the ball into the box. And just hope one of them goes in. But again, we need to grow into things. Nah, if you're talking about prime Bale and prime Salah, then there could be a conversation. But right now, of course, Salah is clear of man like Gareth. Ooh. Oh, Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's what I like about Oxlade-Chamberlain. He has a shot from outside the box. He just says, fuck it. Like, the other day when we went to when I went to the Osasuna game. By the way, shout out to anyone who saw me at the game. Mate, it was mad, you know, like, after the game finished and I'd done the interview with Alex on the Cop TV, we'd done a fan interview, and there were so many people crowding around the fan camp and wanting photos after it. So big up yourself if you came and said hello. But what was I saying there? I've lost train of thought. Oh yeah, Oxlade-Chamberlain had a great game. And I was thinking about halfway through, because Henderson was of course going to come on and get some minutes. I was thinking, and I was saying to the lad next to me, please don't bring off Ox for Henderson, because Ox is the one who's making this game exciting. And that's what Oxlade-Chamberlain can do. With a bit of momentum, he can be a very exciting player. Oh shit, it's Pookie. Way, Alisson! Alisson! Yeah, you show him, lads. You show him, lads. Fucking Pookie. Ya dick face. Ya dick face. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, ya dickhead. Nah, Prime Bale could do things Salah can't, let's be honest. But let's talk about consistency. Let's talk about impact. Oh! Maybe, like, in terms of the way they look, then yeah, I agree. But in terms of effectiveness, how long was Bale's prime? How long has Salah's been? You know what like, there's variables to this shit, man. It's not as just one-sided as you're saying. Maybe you're right, but you can't just disregard Bale. Shit. Ball in. Dealt with from Shimmy Cash. Why are Norwich playing like a yellow Barcelona? Get into him, Milner. Oxlade, get out. Get out to him. Get out to... You've just been flopped. Why are Norwich playing like a yellow Barcelona in the prime? The bananas in pyjamas, but on steroids. Oh my goodness. An attack. A counter-attack. Why are you slowing it down? Yeah, you can see we're going to need to grow into this season. Well, also, at the end of last year, that was how we would win games. Like, we would grow into them. Again, I only cared about the 3 points, but while I'm watching it, I want to be entertained. So, are you not entertained? No, I'm not. Not right now. What has someone just said? James, I suggest you lower your TV volume. I've never got copyrighted, so until the day I do, I'll keep using the TV volume, but I've done it quite a lot last season, and it never really had a problem. I think Thogden puts volume in the background of his videos, and he's never had a problem either, so I'm going to keep it in the background. Only if it's annoying, I'll turn it off, but no one ever complains. I think they like hearing the noise in the background, so I'll leave it on for now, but of course, I appreciate you keeping in mind of me though, you know what I mean? Nice one for that. I do actually appreciate it. So yeah, Itzaro says, you can argue that Salah has never been out of his prime since he's joined Liverpool. Exactly. Since he's joined Liverpool, he's never been out of his prime. He had that first season and then everyone was like, oh, it's a one season wonder. And then he went on to score 30 plus goals every other season. I'm not talking about just the Prem, I'm talking about all competitions. But talk about one of the greatest signings the Premier League's ever saw. Mo Salah's in that list. Might not be number 1, number 2, but he's in that top 10 surely. 35 mil for that many goals. Yes, played. Liverpool playing it slow. As we probably should. Oh, I need another water, man. Go on now, Mane. Cut it back, Mane. Put it in the box, Mane. Lovely, Mane. Fucking Salah. Fucking hell. Oh. We're growing. Let's just say that we are a growing we're turning from the caterpillar into a butterfly, and we're getting out of the cocoon, motherfuckers. We're getting out of the cocoon. That was great hold-up play from Mane. A wonderful ball. Spotted Salah like there's no tomorrow. And a good connection from Salah. Couldn't get it on target, but we move. Salah's getting a goal. Best believe. Salah... Shimikas has just made a mistake. Pookie's went for a shot. Was that Pookie who shot there? It was Cantwell. Hey, Cantwell has got a big dick. Going for a fucking shot like that from there against Alisson. It weren't a bad effort, but you could see the manager was just like, kind of wasted it there, son. That would have been maybe goal of the season wrapped up already opening day if that went in. Brentford are better than Liverpool. I mean, I'm assuming you could be a Brentford fan 2011, but you're not. You know what I mean? You've won a total of 1 game in your Premier League history. We have won mega trophies. Let's just relax ourselves before we start spitting nonsense. But welcome to the James Redmond TV YouTube channel. One of them ones, do you know what I'm saying? Norwich are bopping it. I'm telling you, lads, listen, I think Norwich have had the better game so far. We've probably had the better chances, but in terms of actually watching a team, Norwich have done well. James Milner gets a yellow card. 1 sec, I'll be back in 10 seconds. Wait there. Where the fuck is another... There we go, there's my water. Shit, Norwich are on the attack. Who do you reckon was better in the prime people? Prime Ozil or Prime Coutinho? Who do you think was better? Let me know in the chat. Prime Ozil or Prime Coutinho? And take into consideration how long both of their prime was. Because Ozil still had quite a long prime. He had 4 or 5 years where you could have comfortably said he was maybe the best attacking midfielder in the world. Or he was there and thereabouts. I don't know if Coutinho ever had that title. Oh! Jota! Yes! No, Jota! Whoosh! Yes, now 1-0 already, and that is how you start off a campaign right there. Jota, the shotter, he's ready. Bobby's coming for your place. And I love Bobby. But competition is great within a squad, and Jota is going to be pushing the boundaries this season. Lovely little flick on from Salah. I don't know if he meant it, because I think he actually tried touching it down, and it just ended up being a poor touch. Let me see. Yeah, I think it was just a poor touch. Either way, brilliance. Brilliance. Brilliance only. Hey, and why is Klopp never wearing his glasses, by the way? It's like he's just gone fuck off. He's like me for the live streams, because I don't wear my glasses because you can see the light and stuff like that. Klopp just decided to get rid of them as well. But that is what I call 1-0. Not to Norwich, not to Norwich, to Liverpool. To the almighty Reds at Carrow Road. Salah's touch there. That was a joke of a touch. That was disgusting. But listen, it's an assist. It was actually good awareness from Trent as well. But sometimes you just need a bit of that shithousery. I'm here for it. Listen, just this result at the moment as we stand mean we get 3 points? Yes, it does. Do I want 3 points? Absolutely. Give me 3 points. Oh my goodness. Press them down, Liverpool. We've got these yellow shites. Do you remember that game when they nearly beat us in the 5-4 game? Just for that game alone, we just need to pam these 5-0. When they had like Stephen Naismith. Stephen Naismith, one of the most average ballers to ever grace the Premier League. Oh my goodness. And he was moving like a Scottish Messi on the day. Like that shows the levels between that team and this team. Such an entertaining game of football though. That game was quality. Only in hindsight though. Because during it I was fuming. I was like, as if we've conceded 4 to Norwich. And we were 3-1 down. Right, it's a corner. I'm saying goal. I haven't even looked at the chat. I'm saying it's a goal. Trent's going to whip this in. It's going to be Boss, and Verge is going to get his big neck muscles into it. Get this in. Hey, the fans. Alley. Fans are back. Is so underrated. Trent, that was a terrible corner. That was a poor ball in from Trent. Yes, Lallana off the floor. Yeah, do you remember that? Oh! Matip trying to go up front. What do you think about the new clubs? So far, I think Norwich have played very well. I think Brentford put up a great performance against Arsenal. They just seem very much more up for it. Mbeumo, baller. Ivan Toney, a baller. And who's the other team that came up? Who's the other team that... I can't even remember the other team that came up. Mistake, forgive me. Look at them fans. Yes, now the boys. I wish I was there. Oh, this would have been a sick game to go to. Away days are the one. Trent. And Norwich is an alright little place as well. I've never been, but a few of my mates have been to like the away games in Norwich, and they say it's a belt a little away day. Oh, Naby. Trent. Out wide. Mane's just looking composed. He's not rushing anything, which I like. It's a little bit more effective. That ball was a little bit heavy. But still, he's trying things. Watford. Oh, yeah, and Watford beat Aston Villa. So there you go. The last time I checked, it was Watford 3-1 against Villa. So... We'll have to just see. We'll have to see. I think they could stay up, though. I think this could be one season where we see all the new clubs, stay up. But Watford, you can't get too carried away with, because have they made any significant signings? I don't think they have. Brentford, I think they'll stay up. I think Ivan Toney's goals alone will keep them up. And I think, by the way, Mbeumo is someone Liverpool should look at. Not just off one game. I knew he was a good player anyway. But now seeing him, like, just one game into the Prem... I think he'll do well. I do. I think he's gonna smash it. Everton obviously won their game 3-1. Everton don't... I want Rafa to do well. Just to be honest, I don't. I'll be real with you people. I don't want him to do well. And here's the reason why. I just can't want the Everton manager to do that well. But I still like Rafa Benitez as a person. Oh. Yeah, that was actually really poor from Jota. He could have done much more with that. Listen, I'll take going into half-time 1-0 up. I don't care. Oh, there's still openings though. Why is Verge gone that far back? Well done, Trent. Trent's had a good game, and it's looking like that he's just carried over the form that he built up himself over the dead end of last season. And of course he got the injury, so keep the likes ticking, people. Nearly at 200. That's what we want to see. Thank you for everyone who is smashing a like. Please do smash a like if you haven't already. Let's get to 200. Ooh, and we are blurry. We are a blurry motherfucker right now, so let's sort that out. Wait there. Sometimes it's like you need to get the focus on the... Oh, Lord, that, mate, that needs a shave. That's disgusting, bum fluff. That is some disgusting bum fluff. Who do you think will draw in the Champions League? I don't know. I don't care either. Just as long as we win. Even if we finish second, I don't care. Just as long as we win. Who do you reckon's going to win the league, people? Get your teams on who you think will win the league this season. My nan is better than Abba. Aubameyang, man. Don't know what's gone on with him. Lovely ball there from Ox. Come on now, shimmy. Naby, lad. Sadio. Ticking it round. Right, let's have a look at some of these. City, Chelsea, Man United, Chelsea. Wow. No one saying Liverpool. Say your answer if you're putting money up. So say if you had to put your house on, who do you think will win the league? Who are you going with? Because if you're asking me, I'm probably not going to say Liverpool. If I have to put my house on the line. But if you just include hope, then maybe I'll go with Liverpool. Chelsea, Liverpool to win the league. Chelsea, City or United. City. Ball in. These... Salah! Oh my goodness, the defending is exceptional. I thought Matip. Was that Matip with the follow-up shot? That was great defending. You've got to give credit where credit's due, man. That was good defending. Oh, he should have scored, though. He actually should have scored. Another corner. Celtic or Rangers? Oh, I'm not answering that question. Because when I go to Scotland, I actually want to be safe. I've got quite a few Scottish people who follow me and stuff like that. I want to stay on the good side of them. So big up the Scottish Redmond army. Oh, Jimmy Mill Neymar with a great ball. Virgil trying the little... Getting the height, getting the foot up there, do you know what I mean? Trying a karate kick. If I had to put money on, then City, because yeah. In it, Jonah. Oh no, sorry, Johan. That's the way I think of it. I think just because City, they've got two squads that can get into top four. Or sorry, two starting 11s that can get into top four. If you don't go with that team to win the league, then I don't know what you should. Plus, it looks like they're going to buy Harry Kane, which is a load of arse. But as Jürgen said, we do what we do. But he kind of said it with like a sort of distasteful look on his face. He didn't look... It was kind of like a sarcastic way of saying it, like, buy me players. But it means more. If Liverpool win trophies, it means more than any other team in the top four. You know what I'm saying? Like Leicester, if they win an FA Cup, that means a lot. But when you talk about United, Chelsea, City, just with the sheer amounts that they spend, Liverpool, every time we win a trophy, we've done it in a more pure way that you can't fault it. Even though we have spent 75 million on Van Dijk, we always let go of a big asset. And if you're a big club, you can't just let go of players for big money and then buy little players to accommodate that. You should be able to buy big players yourself. But Man United are in debt, and they can still sign Sancho, they can still sign Varane, and they find a way around it. So, oh yeah, we've tried a few little link-up a few link-up passes in and around the box, and it just hasn't really paid off so far. But again, if you're going to make them sort of errors, make them in this game, but still get the win, still get the W, because that's what's most important. City are winning the league unless cars go electric. Who will win the championship? Hey, that's a good question for the chat to answer. If I had to think. Will Bournemouth be a shout? Because maybe I'm missing out someone. In fact, who went down? Sheffield. Who's the teams that went down? Let me know who you think will win the championship, just so I've got a few teams in my brain right now. I can't think of any. Because I'm thinking of like Derby and that, but Derby, obviously, they're not going to win the league because they're going through a bit of shit, aren't they? If I am not mistaken, Fulham, in fact, Fulham, yeah. Because they play good football as well. Got a good coach, good players. And they've just been in the Prem. Fulham beat Huddersfield 5-1. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to be the... Do you know like when Newcastle got relegated? It looks like Fulham are probably going to be that type of a team. Just get like 100 points. But we'll see. There's probably more than one team that could give it a real go. Ooh, Cantwell's just done well. Ah, corner. I thought he won the ball pretty sound there, to be fair to Cantwell. What happened? Is he calling a foul? Is it a foul, ref? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I hope you've all been well, though, people. I haven't even really said that yet. I hope you've all been smashing life. I hope the summer has been nice. And we're back with the games. It's always good to be back. It's good to be back. Yeah, it's good to be back. How long's it been? June, July, August. 3 months nearly. But here we are, back in control. The Euros have took place. And all the big teams look like they're getting their results, which I like to see that we're still winning, because that also means that we're getting what we need to do done. And that's also what I want Liverpool to do. Do what you need to do. You don't need to win the league in a certain way. You don't need to stay in a title race a certain way. Just make sure you're there. Because we've watched many years of great football, and if I have to sacrifice a few of these games against the Norwiches to be slightly boring, which I don't think this game has actually been boring, I think it's been sound, but if it's just a little bit slow at times, as long as you're winning and you're getting them points, I don't care what you do. As long as you're champions and you can call yourself champions, 2-time champions by the way, then that's all I care about. Everything else, in the words of Conor McGregor, is peanuts, yeah? Is peanuts. All these records for most goals in the league, all these fucking defensive stats, oh, best defense in the league, all of it means fucking peanuts without a gold trophy. Well, not a gold trophy, it's a silver trophy. If you want to go undefeated though, Liverpool, go undefeated. Do it your way. Just don't get 13 draws though. Look out for Cantwell and Rashika. You say look out for Cantwell. Cantwell is established. This is his level. You know, he's probably like a Harry Wilson. Lower end Premier League is his level, and it could become mid-table. I don't ever really see him being a key part for the top 16, but I suppose you never know. He's got good technical ability there. His vision sounds, and in a better team, you're undoubtedly going to see better performances. Why is no one talking about the ball this season? Good point, you know, Carl Mack. I haven't really thought about the ball this season. Is it looking shit, yeah? I'll need to take a closer look. Someone send me it on Instagram if you can. Because when I was a kid, all we were talking about with me and the boys is, what is that new footy looking like? A GOAT football of the Premier League era is 08-09. That ball was heavy. That was heavy. Since then, there's probably only been like 2 or 3 that I can really think of that were decent. This one from here, I can't really see it, but I'll have a closer look. Liverpool are going to lift the Champions League. It's a tough one when you've got PSG in there, got Man City in there again, who's going to want to go ahead stronger. There's loads of teams that can really probably have a good shot. I think it's probably going to be PSG. If I'm putting money on it, that's the way I'm thinking about it, because I can go with hope, but if you go with common sense, that's who you should say. You've got Messi, for fuck's sake. You've got Messi, then you need to really do well, don't you? Remember Chipmunk? You're on about Alvin and the Chipmunks? Otherwise, Ethan, I'm not sure what you're on about, my mate. Will Messi play tonight, James, for PSG? I don't think so. He might come off the bench, but I don't think he'll play first team. Genie Wijnaldum will. James, look at your Instagram. Thank you very much, my friend. Man like Jake. Let's have a gander at this. Nice one. Oh no, that's Solomon. Sorry, Solomon. I'm not blanking yet. I'm just looking for this. That is a horrible footy. Why the fuck? What's all that orange shit? It looks like you've just threw paint at the ball and then just gone, yeah. That's bullshit, man. If they don't win it, is that a sackable offence? Solomon, who are you on about? Are you on about PSG? Because if you're on about PSG and if they don't win the Champions League, then I think it is a sackable offence. But it depends how easily they win the league. Because let's say they go undefeated in the league and then lose the Champions League semi-finals or the finals. I don't think that's a sackable offence because anything can happen in them games. And people always overemphasise. There we go, got it out. It's the first watch along back, people. Bear with me. Overemphasise like a one game. It's just we don't know what Pochettino is like on them big occasions. So far, it's not the greatest, but he's also won 2 trophies, so we'll see. We'll see. This was a good ball, 2015-16. Liverpool need to win the Champions League to keep Messi's reoccurring nightmare going and getting knocked out by the Liverpool. Facts, la. Facts, bro. Only facts on your end, my G. Only facts. Oh, remember. Oh, I get you. Do you remember that, people? What game was that for? Was that a Euro game? Was that a Euro game? I'm not too sure. But yeah, I do remember that. And everyone was like, James, what's going on with your mic? And I'm like, I don't know. If that happens again, please do let me know in the chat. Otherwise, no one's going to be watching. Bro, anything less than a quadruple is from Pep is fraudulent. Spending has been mad. Chat. If Manchester City only win the Premier Champions League, I don't want a longer answer than yes or no. Yes or no, is that a good season? Because I think there's some bollocks to this comment. Oh, shit. I'm not saying that I get what you mean, Brinde, right? But if Manchester City won the Champions League and the Premier League without the League Cup or FA Cup, you're telling me that's not a good season. Unless fraudulent is something else. But that's the way I'm getting what you're saying from the word fraudulent. Juggernaut says yes. Solomon says no. Nat says Jack Grealish will flop, which I absolutely disagree with. I think he's going to do great. Mohammed says yes. Ollie says yes. RS says yes. As if the chat is so split on this. Alan says no. Dre says no. Jonathan says no. I'd say that's a great season if they just won the Prem and the Champions League. It's like saying for me. Nah, that's actually a pretty poor comparison. What I was going to say, it's like saying Liverpool's league weren't so good because it was after 30 years. I think if Pep got that Champions League, he's got it out the way. If you've got a Champions League and then a Champions League, a Champions League final and then a Champions League win, I think that's not a sackable offence. I don't think it's fraudulent either. I think you've finally proven people wrong that you can win that trophy. It weren't as good of an achievement as Liverpool, but to say it's not successful would be it'd just be a pretty petty thing to say in my opinion. But who knows? But the chat's very split, so it's not like there's just a clear yes or no answer. But I still think that would be a great season. First half is over, people. Very good first half from the Reds there as well. I'm not going to lie to you. We were just solid, and Norwich had their openings, but they never really had many clear chances. Jota got the goal. We had a few more chances to make it more than one. I think Salah at times has looked dangerous. Mane, I think, has looked solid. He doesn't really look sloppy. We've got to bear in mind we're playing Norwich. It's not like this is the elite of the Premier League, but these are the teams that you need to get the wins. To win the league, it's alright beating top 6 sides and stuff like. Get the wins against these first, and Norwich is a big result that we need today. We can't be getting a draw. We can't be getting a loss. We want to start this season the right way, because this is the part of the season where we're gonna look our most. What's the word I'm looking for? Shit. So let's build up momentum and still get the wins. Let's learn on the go, but not have to suffer any consequences for these lower end performances. Soon, I think Liverpool will be in the flow of things, and I think that's the way Klopp wants to do it as well. Ease into the intensity of the league. Who's the best player in the world right now? Rhetorical question when you ask me. Should know the answer. Let me know what you thought about that first half, though. I need to mute the adverts because they actually play songs that could get me copyrighted. What's your top 6 currently, Hammers? So, I'm assuming you mean in my predictions. I'm going to go with this like I'm putting money on. So, Liverpool fans, don't have a go at me when I say Liverpool might not win the league, because if you're putting money on it, it's not really a smart thing to do. So, if I was to put money on, I'd say City first. I think we can get second. I think we can maybe get above Chelsea. I actually do think that. That's not me clinging on to hope. I think because it's going to be so close and Chelsea are going to do well in the Cups, I presume, I think that can leave an opening for us to get there. I think Chelsea will finish third and then United fourth. But again, it's going to be all razor thin close. Like, so close that even one of them could change, and I'd still say I got the prediction right, just because I do think the top 4 is going to be close this year. So that's my top 4. And then I'm going to go with Leicester and probably Spurs 6th. That's probably my top 6. Let me know your top 6. Absolute solid performance. You can't complain, Juggernaut. That's the thing about it. It's not like a world-class performance. It's not like Man United earlier where we're blowing them away. But you can see Norwich City are well set out this game and they're up for it. Therefore, it's a hard game. This isn't like... I thought Leeds earlier on were poor. I will not lie to you. They had a bit of a questionable pre-season, and it seems like Bielsa just got the tactics all wrong. Still fair play to United, but I think today we're playing a good Norwich City side who are well prepared and they're up for the game. Just came up. So I think we've actually got one of the harder fixtures. Just when you talk about context, of course, on paper, nowhere near. Am I blurry again? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. For the fuck's sake. Most City fans are happy with even just a Prem. Obviously, it's not an amazing season, but a season like last would be good for us, in my opinion. Champions League has too many variables, so not winning that isn't a failure. See, I disagree with that. I think the Champions League is the pinnacle of football, simply with the fact, on paper, there's the best teams in the world playing that competition, as well as smaller teams, and that's the beauty of it. But to say, I think City right off the champ, and a lot of City fans say this, and I think they say it because they haven't won it. And I think they say it because they get something. And it's just so easy for the City fan to say, but we've got this Premier League, this one as well. Let me grab this one, this one as well. Wait, there. Oh, and they're just in the last 10 years away. Wait, I'm not even done. Oh, that was a big one because that was the Centurion season. Let me grab that League Cup. Let me grab this one. Let me grab this FA. And let me drop a little Champions League final medal on your ass. City have done well, but I think you would talk about the Champions League in a different realm if you had won the Champions League. But maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm stupid. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, people. Mane for the second half hat-trick? I'd love that. The scenes on this live stream, if that happens, man, like Bailey. What did you think about the Chelsea Palace game? I never watched it. But from the result, Chelsea done what they needed to do. They done, and Lukaku never played from my understanding. So they're just going to get better. Let's be real. They're just going to get more goals. They're still going to be, like, set out well at the back. Chelsea are fine this season. I would put, if I was a betting man, which in this instance I'm not, but if I was to put a bet on it, I'd say Chelsea would win a trophy comfortably. Whether it's the Champions League or FA Cup or League Cup. I think you're going to do that, and also maybe even a double. Not the Prem, but maybe a League Cup or something like that. But the league is still a possibility. I don't know, people. I don't know. This season's going to be so exciting. There's so much depth. Even like when it comes to the relegation battle. Like, people are saying teams like Leeds could be in the top 6 battle, but really they could also be in the relegation battle. You just don't know. You do not know. I'm not saying they definitely will be. I'm just saying they could be. We've saw weirder things happen. Did you see Callum on Lad Bible? Yes, I did, Lucas, and he was boss. He actually smashed it. He represented himself well, and yeah, man, like he done well. He did do well. They asked me a few weeks ago to go on the show, and I couldn't make it. And then when I saw Callum on there, I was like, yes, because lad, he's a good enough replacement. Tim Krul, actually, he's actually a better replacement. Callum defends the club well. He remembers facts, and he uses your argument against you. So when you want Liverpool, like a defence for Liverpool, Callum is honestly a man. Even probably above me, because sometimes I might chat a little bit of shit. He will give you cold, hard facts. Even on a situation that's an unlikely situation for him to win, he'll give you the cold, hard facts. Because he's got them up here. He smashed it. He really, really did. Right, people, I'm going for a piss. Right. Time me. I bet you I'll be less than 30 seconds, right? 3, 2, 1... Wait there. Actually, wait there. Let me mute me thing. Let me start that again. 30 seconds. Here we go. How long was I? It was a slightly longer piss than what I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie to you, people. So we do apologise. I'm out of breath. Why am I out of breath? I'm a 20-year-old young man who should be in shape. I train rather frequently. I can get through an hour session of intensity and, like, you know, fucking cardiovascular and all that nonsense. But I can't run the toilet without losing my breath. It's mad. But we move. I'm looking forward to this second half. I'm looking forward to seeing if we can just get these 3 points over the line. I'm looking forward to seeing the table and seeing us joint top with all the rest of the teams that won their first game. I'm just happy football is back. I'm happy for these watch-alongs to be back. It's just 15 seconds. Wait, 35, 75. Where's 75 seconds? Don't lie about that. Don't say it was a minute. It was less than a minute. Okay? Don't be saying it was more. Someone said 45 seconds. That seems a bit more right. That's a thing on the James Redmond TV, though, because a lot of people... luckily I wash my hands. Don't you worry about that. I had something stuck in my tooth. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, a lot of people, they can hold it in on the stream. I can't hold in a wee on the stream, lad. I need to go, like, as they say, when you need to go, you need to go. And our brother needs us to go. So, sorry for the lack of professionalism, but we move. James, which club from the new ones do you think can be a top 6 contender down the line? Define down the line. Like this season or next, because I think this season, Brentford could have that sort of boost of just confidence and, you know, order around the club where they could just have a crazy run. Again, we saw weirder things happen. But in terms of longer term, probably Watford. I don't know. They're all weird ones. Like, none of them scream sustainability. Like, even Brentford, they've got a good model, but it doesn't certify them a place in the Premier League. They've just got good players right now. But if Ivan Toney goes, Mbeumo goes, they haven't even got an academy. Brentford don't even have a youth academy. They've got, like, a Brentford B. Do you know, like, the way Barcelona have got a B team? And, like, Bayern Munich, Brentford have got, like, that same thing. They don't have an under-23s. Like, the thing about under-23s football is they're playing against other under-23s. Whereas Brentford, they think, nah, we'll make a B team and we'll just let them play in friendlies all the time. But against men, you know, ones who are actually up for it. And it's a different way of doing it, but it's something that they're trying and it could work. We never know. We never know. I think Fabinho needs to come on. I agree. I think Fabinho around the 60th minute would be a shout. He'll shore up the game a little bit more. He'll help the attackers be able to push further forward. Just because of the fact that he gives the solidity for the team to actually go forward, because he's that good defensively and he's good at actually moving the ball forward. So, James, what do you think about Arsenal's signings and squad at the moment? I don't think it doesn't excite me. Arsenal, they can get 6th, but the fact that I'm saying 6th place for an Arsenal team is just mad. It is a good season, is maddening to me. I think saying 6th is good for Arsenal is crazy, but it is good, and that's because of the way you've fallen. And when you won the FA Cup, there was people saying Arsenal for top 4. Not certified, but way more than what there will be now. Do a survey now and see how many people say Arsenal will get top 4. Because I can guarantee it'll be below 5%. And I can guarantee that 5% will probably be 100% Arsenal fans. Just having a joke. Because no neutral genuinely believes of heart of hearts that Arsenal will do anything this season. Ben White does not give me the most confidence that your defensive record is going to significantly improve. Who else have you signed? Lukongo? Don't even know who he is. Could be good in the future. But we're talking about right here and right now. Same with Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe. Good players right now, but they need to improve. So, I don't think that the near future is really exciting. The distant future could be, but for Arsenal, I could see them getting bottom half. There was, up until November last year, Arsenal were in the relegation race. Just saying. Well, not race. But they were there and there. I don't know what you call it. It's a relegation battle, not relegation race. So, who knows? We will see. First manager to be sacked this season, Arteta. Have you saw his first few games? But if I'm a betting man, and again, I'm not advocating betting, if you do bet responsibly and all that good stuff, but if you are betting that bet, this one, go with Arteta. It makes sense. Let me have a look at their games. Let me have a look at Arsenal's fixtures. I need to find a way to get to be able to share a screen. If anyone can help me with that, then message me and we'll sort something out. So they just lost 2-0 to Brentford, a game that they should have won. They've got Chelsea next week, which they're going to lose. They've got City the week after, which they're going to lose. They've got Norwich City, which, if by then they've got 3 losses and 0 momentum, they're going to need a win. But Norwich City from... Let's go off the 45 minutes Norwich have played against us, and let's go off the 90 minutes that Arsenal was against Brentford. Norwich look like the much better team. But let's just say Arsenal win that game, hypothetically. Then they've got Burnley away from home. Then they've got Tottenham. Then they've got Brighton. Like, mate, that's not the start of the season that you wanted. Energy. Shout out to Sports Analytics. 0 points in 3 games. But they might, though. Like, if they get a point out of their first 3 games, with the Brentford result, that's very good. You get a draw against Chelsea or City, fair play, Arsenal smashed it. But I doubt it. Sharing is in the streaming option. I'll have to look into it. I'll have to see what it's saying, because I don't know how it works. I'll ask people to help me though. Find me an Arsenal player who starts with Liverpool. I don't think any of their players get into our team. If there's any Arsenal fans who want to make a case, by all means, go for it. But I don't think there's anyone who's getting in our team right now, right this set. Not today's lineup, our best 11 and Arsenal's best 11. I think we win in every position. Anyway, Liverpool kicking off for the second half. Pardon me. Come on now, you Reds. I want a 2-0 and a 3-0, but I'll take a 1-0, that's for damn sure. Within the decade, who's been our greatest signing? Our greatest signing, that's what I'm assuming you're meaning, because it says being out, but for Liverpool, I'm going to say, there's been so many good signings. Chat, Liverpool fans and neutrals, who's been the best signing of this decade for Liverpool? That's an interesting one, because there's loads. By the way, second half has kicked off, if you couldn't tell by the timer. Run the lights up, people. Shout out to Prince Teddy, slowly becoming one of the greatest mods on this. Well, he's already one of the greatest mods. Slowly becoming first. Danny still got first place, just because of longevity. But Prince Teddy is doing work. The last stream, he smashed it. Let's just say that much. Absolutely smashed it. And he's been busy. Listen, if you're a mod on James Redmond TV, you got one hell of a job to do, son. Because there's loads of spammers. Loads and loads of spammers. Now I just don't acknowledge them, because it usually means they'll fuck off. Do you get what I'm saying? Virgil van Dijk, yeah. But even value for money, you'd say Virgil van Dijk is the best signing over the past 10 years for Liverpool. There's loads of people that you could say, like Salah, big shout. Alisson, big shout. Do we win a Champions League without Alisson? No. But do we win it without Virgil? You don't know, do you? I think Fabinho is a very underrated shout, because I think Fabinho is just as important to this team as Virgil and Alisson, and he was only 40 mil. Ball in. Safe hands, Alisson there. I think Fabinho's very underrated by the whole world. Mane was the first piece of the jigsaw, people. Let's freaking talk about this. You've got to. Oh, good tackle there from the Norwich player. Norwich is so up for this game. It's not an easy one at all. That's why I'll take a 1-0. Because these have played well. You can see we haven't been at our best, but still, man. We've played good enough to win this game. Fabinho is underrated, but still not the best. Fair enough, but he's up there. He is up there. Virgil van Dijk has improved so much, though, says this is a very good point. Like, he joined Liverpool, not even one of the best centre-backs in the world. He was one of the best centre-backs in the Prem, but not the world. Now he's the best centre-back in the world. And to be fair, he's probably the only one out of all the positions in our squad. Oh, ball in! Just only if it went past that close to getting to Mo Salah and you're seeing 2-0 on the ball. But here's Trent. Skimmed! Oh, mate. We nearly got it through there. We moved, man, like Aarons. I swear he was supposed to join Everton. Max Aarons. This is who I'm going to say our greatest signing was. Man like Jurgen Klopp. Without him, none of this is possible. Danny, I'm coming for the number 1 spot. Josh Redmond says, other than football, do you follow any other sports? I follow the UFC heavily. Like, I love the UFC probably just as much as I love football. Not Liverpool. I love Liverpool well more. But the UFC is something that I really enjoy watching. I will not lie. don't watch boxing a hell of a lot. Like, I watch it frequently. I watch a few of the big fights, but the UFC, I watch that like week in, week out. Like, I do not miss a fight. All the way from the early prelims till the end of each card, I will watch it. But just because you know more about the fighters, it's ran better than boxing. Boxing's still good to watch. I enjoy watching it. Probably just as much, if not more, than MMA. But, well, nah, that's a lie. I like watching MMA more. But it's still boss, though. Wait there, I'm on mute still. Let's get that volume back on. Oh, Manny slipped a little bit. Let it go earlier. But he's got it there. Manny should have passed the ball earlier. And then you're looking at a 2-0 lead, probably. What's the best Liverpool game you've ever watched? Barcelona 4-0. Got to be. Do you think the Kane transfer will go through, says Naz? I do think so. I think that move might get completed. Just with what Fabrizio Romano was saying. And that Spurs will be willing to accept an offer. Manny with a ball through. Norwich have defended well. They're just a solid block. They're just not letting us get past them. Hey, yous. Let me ask you a question, yeah? Green grapes? Or friggin' red grapes? Like red, purple grapes, do you know what I mean? Because IMO, the purple grapes are goated. Shimmy Cash with a ball. Oh, Oxlade. Go on now, Manny, like. Foul. Foul on them, how? You dickheads. Red, 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 green, green. Anyone who says green, you have pineapple on pizza, don't you? Anyone who says green grapes, weirdo, mate. Do you know these, yeah? These are heavy. These are the best grapes that you can get in the world. Like, I'm not arsed. Green grapes are nice, but they're too sour. Like, when I eat green grapes, a lot of them, it makes my eyes go like this. These are just the right amount. Get on this. Shit. Get on this. Easy red. Easy red. I like more sour fruit. Fair enough. I think that's just because it's not that I'm not a fan of sour. It's just not my ideal thing. It's not my ideal thing. I will not lie to you people. Mate, which team do you think had the best transfer window or won this transfer window? I think it was probably if City get Kane, then them. But if we're going off right now, probably Man United. They've just done bitch. On paper as well. Like, hindsight can change that answer. Like I always say, if Harvey Elliott turns into a proper baller, that summer where we bought Harvey Elliott, Sepp van der Berg, oh my God, Jota with what a fucking run. What, ref? He took him out from behind. The dickhead. Jota was running through them like Messi and Cantwell took him out. Hey, listen, you Justin Bieber looking like motherfucker. You better not do that to Diogo again. Nah, I like that. Do you know what, though? I like that about Cantwell. I like the fact he's just getting stuck in. He's like, fuck it, I'll just go in from behind. He was behind him, though. He proper flicked him there. Little knobhead. But I respect it. A man's got to do what a man's got to do. Nah, I like Todd Cantwell. I think good player. And also, he's got a good personality. Like, he gets along with other people. Like, other content creators and stuff. Like, that's what I like about footballers. The ones who just try and stay like a normal person. Kind of like Maddison and Grealish and stuff. Because it's so hard to be able to stay in that position. But you still want to try and live a normal life, don't you? You don't want to just be so famous to the point where you can't even be recognised. Or you can't go out without being recognised. That's just not what you want right there. Free kick to Liverpool, though. I think it's too far out for us to score. But actually, you never know. He's going to shoot. Trent will have a shot. And he has. Ooh! And it was a close one. It's been a while since Trent scored, though. from a free kick. Cantwell is a gooner too. Is he? Yeah. Shout out to a man like Danny. Do you think Cantwell will join Villa? I was about to say he should, but should he? Because is there a guarantee he's going to play week in, week out? With the fact he just signed Buendia, Leon Bailey. Like, doesn't Cantwell play on the wing as well? You don't want to leave Norwich where you're playing week in, week out to go to probably what is only a step higher to Aston Villa. In a team where you're probably not going to play. Fuck that. I'd say wait for an Arsenal or a top 6 side to come in. Maybe even like a Leicester. But in terms of the club and the project, I think it'd be good for him. It just depends how much game time he'd actually get. Hammers, what is your predictions for Spurs versus City? I'm going to give City a 3-0 win. I don't think Harry Kane's playing that game. When Harry Kane doesn't play for Tottenham, best believe they're not beating City. However, they usually get a result against City, but this is a different manager, so we'll just have to see. These grapes are so nice, man. I'm sorry, I know it's rude to eat on stream, but these are so gorgeous. Honestly, right there. I'd bring on Bobby, and I think that Harvey Elliott should be brought on the 70th minute. Big shout. Norwich are defending so well. Hey people, who do you think is Norwich's best player? Because if you ask me, I think today, defensively, all their players have done a job. Like going forwards, we've stopped them quite a lot. They're on the attack now. Like that's the thing, they get around our final third and then they just have nowhere to go. The surplus to fucking options, because we're well set out. It seems like defensively we put a little bit more effort into this season than what we did maybe last year. It's just about getting them goals. But listen, the goals will come as long as you keep clean sheets. It's going to be much easier for you to win games, you know, not just be like Michael Owen, but it's a good point. Harvey Elliott, if he comes on the pitch, I'm very excited because Harvey Elliott's just one of them players you enjoy to watch him. He's an exciting player to watch, kind of like Jack Grealish. Same with Bobby. Like, they're just exciting players to watch. They're good options to have in the squad. When you really assess Liverpool's squad depth, it's really not that bad, you know, people. It's not great, and, you know, you always want to make signings because it's more exciting, and I think we do need to make signings, but still, Cantwell always puts a shift in. I probably agree. I think it's probably Cantwell. Even today, he's got stuck in. He's had a go. Who do you think is our next player to come up from the academy? What's the fella? I don't know if he's like Polish or something. Who cornered him from Norwich? Get that away, Sadio. It's Cantwell. Close footwork. Oh, ball over the top. Oh, he's hit it on the volley. Not a good enough connection. Ball is still in though. Norwich City are not giving up. Get into him, Naby, lads. Ball in, and it's easy for Alisson to catch. What's his name? Mulwowski? This guy, I don't know how you say his name. This fella, he is heavy. Also, this fella, Cade Gordon, heavy. Them two right there are two very exciting players to watch out for. Also, Leighton Stewart. Watch out for... He's injured right now, Leighton Stewart. But when you talk about a fucking goal scorer, all the way through the academy, that lad just bags goals. So when it comes to the attacking options of our academy, we've got some good ballers. Like some decent ballers. Musialowski. I don't know how to say his name, but this kid is also quality. So I'd say when it comes to Liverpool Academy, that's who you should look out for. Fidel, who's the captain. For some reason, I feel like I should know the captain of the under-23s. Why don't I know him? Oh, you're on about Norwich. I was going to say, how the fuck's this player, the captain of the under-23s? Oh, Oh, nah. Fabinho's coming on. Fabinho's coming on the pitch. Yeah, also, is that the Norwich captain? Is Bobby coming on as well? I don't think Milner's had a great game. And I think that's just... signifies what's happening with Milner. You know, he doesn't play consistently enough to build momentum. And that's because he's older. So if he did play consistently, he's probably going to pull his hamstrings. Fitness, there's not a problem there. But his body just... it will give out on him. It just makes sense. Well, Bobby and Fabinho are now coming onto the pitch. I can see another goal. We've got half an hour left in this game. I can really see another goal. And it's at the 60th minute. Love that. So Milner's staying on. So Jota's going off the pitch. He had a great game. Such an exciting player. And people forget he's only 24. Young player. Exciting. Even in the Euros for Portugal. I thought he'd done his job. Like, he never had an outstanding Euros. But you can see just... a more polished version of Jota is a very exciting version to watch. Oxlade-Chamberlain's also coming off. Didn't quite have the game that I thought he would. Thought he was going to do better than what he actually ended up doing. But we move. We move. Liverpool, 4th place this season. I don't know about that one, Simon. I don't know about that one. But if we do finish 4th, that'll be shit. Because that'll be lower than last year. It's weird that, isn't it? Like, most people think that we're going to finish lower because even though we've got our centre-backs back this season, it shows how much, like, signings excite people. Like, Lukaku to Chelsea, I think that 100% works. I don't see how that's ever a flop in any era. I think that's just... it's not even a match made in heaven. It's just, like, it's obvious that that's going to work. But... we've just signed Fabinho to new deals, Van Dijk to new deals. Oh, and these are still quality ballers. By the way, there was a little chance there. I would like signings as well. But to write us out of the title race just because we haven't made signings, I think it's a little bit... it's one of them because the starting 11 isn't the problem. It's the depth. You can't say the start... who would you replace in the starting 11? I wouldn't sell Salah, Mane or Firmino right now. I'd only bring in competition for them. Same with Fabinho, Henderson and Thiago. Same with the back 4. Who are you replacing in the back 4? Tell me one player in this starting 11, not this one, but our best starting 11 that you're replacing. There's always bet. You can always get Mbappe, but let's be real. That's not who we're going to get. So, who are you replacing? Probably no one. It's good enough to win the league. Can't say it's not. They've won the league against much better City sides than probably what they've got now. Oh, Shimakash! Fuck off, Tim Krul. I wanted Shimakash to get his first goal. What position am I for mods? 5th. Solomon, nah, you're up there. You're probably... You and Prince Teddy are very close. You're fighting out for 2nd right now. Like, Danny's got a bit of a lead. He's Manchester City, you see. He's had time as well. Danny's the oil club. Do you get what I'm saying? He's top of the league by, like, 6 points now. Oh, Trent! If Trent scores a goal like that, we riot. The top goes off. We start having bevies. Gonna be sick. I'd say, Solomon, you and Prince Teddy are fighting for 2nd place. Who's 2nd and 3rd? Decide that between yourselves. Shout out to Danny as always, the main man. How long do you think Maddison will stay at Leicester? And if he goes, where do you think he's going? I think if he does leave, he's probably going to go to Arsenal, just because I haven't saw any other club being linked with Maddison. But I actually think he's going to end up staying. I don't know how long for. But in the future, anyone could get him. Dortmund, like, you know, even clubs from abroad. Like, you never know. Liverpool need depth specifically for midfield. Exactly, Simon. The depth is a problem. And that is why I believe we can win the league, but I don't think we're going to do the quadruple. Why? Because we don't have the friggin' squad depth to be able to do that. You can't win the League Cup, FA Cup, Champions League and the Prem without a good option for each position in terms of a backup. I don't think we've got a great option each position. Right back needs work. Goalkeeper backup. I'm alright with Kelleher, but it could still do it work. Left back, Shimikas isn't too bad. Centre backs, that's the only area backup wise I'm very satisfied with. By the way, we're on the attack. By the way, it's Sadio Mane. By the way, he shoots and it's blocked. Salah! Fucking Firmino! You sexy Brazilian bastard! I love you, lad! I love you, lad! Yes! Jota was coming for his place, and then he said, no, mate, I am wearing the number 9. I am wearing the number 9. Bobby Firmino! Bobby Firmino! Bobby Firmino! So that I can't want you to know. The best in the world is Bobby Firmino. Our number 9. Give the ball and he'll score every time. Si, senor. Give the ball to Bobby and he'll score. Yes, now. Yes, now. Raise it up. Because that is now 2 goals and what is looking like to be a guaranteed victory for the mighty Reds. And it's been solid. Norwich have played decent today, not going forward, but that's because we've defended well and we've took our chances. The boys are looking fresh. We can make this 3 or 4. Let's go, Liverpool. Let's fucking go. You can see that Norwich are going for the game a little bit more as well. They want to get that point, but I don't know about now. Hopefully this opens the gates just a little bit wider. Well done, Bobby. 3 goals in 3 away games against Norwich City. Bobby. Bobby. Let's go for the goals. Let's go for the fucking goals. I'm just happy now because I can enjoy this game. Us as Reds, we can all enjoy this game because Fabinho's on the pitch, Firmino, and everyone's playing well. There's a harmony within the squad. This is what people don't realise. We've just had a very good pre-season. Maybe not in terms of results, but Naby played well in pre-season. I think he's played well today. Oxlade-Chamberlain, very good pre-season. Quiet today, but still, you're always going to have one of them performances. Jota with a goal. Salah's been sniffing about today, just got another assist. Mane, I think he's done much better. All right, defensively we look solid. Like, people, there's still things to be excited for if you're a Liverpool fan. It's not all doom and gloom. It's not, again, it's not quadruple. It's none of that. It's just, let's not write off our team completely. Let's not write them off completely. What a touch nearly from Mane. Oh, and it's got through. Oh, nearly the boys. Listen, we're on these, though. We can enjoy it. Get mini Sadio, mini Mo. Say less. Say less. Say less, my G. Mini Salah, mini Fitch, and mini Mane. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Wait there. The trio of dreams. These are the only 3 mini players I've got. You've obviously got man like Salah, Virg, and Mane. Mini Mane, mini Virg, and mini Salah is their names. None of these have scored yet. Now that these are out and about, let's see them 3 score. Let's see them 3 score. Come on now, the boys. Smash a like, by the way, if you haven't already. Only if you're enjoying the stream, though. Subscribe to join the Redmond Army and all that good stuff. Did you see Fernandez's 3rd goal? I don't know. Yeah, finish. And that's why I say he reminds me of like a striker. It's mad. Oh. So, James, hypothetically, you became the owner of LFC next season. Who are you signing? Oh, I'm going all out for Mbappe. Because he's going to give me shirt sales. And he's going to be a good player. But it depends on my budget. So, I don't know who I'm going to buy. I'd probably say Pedro Neto is a more realistic option. I'd love Pedro Neto if the Mbappe deal fell through. What else would I do? I'd sell Adrian. With all due respect. I'd be like, yeah, lads, it's not going to happen, is it, son? And I don't know what else I'd do. Oh, we gave the ball away in a dangerous position, and it's over the bar from Norwich City. City. Nah, big up to everyone who's in the stream, man. One thing that I always realise about my streams is that they don't quite average the same viewers as everyone else. But the one thing I love about my streams is that there's still interaction. There's still a lot of people who are invested. And even though it's a smaller community, it's the best community. Redmond's Army's undefeated. Big up to everyone who comes in. And I definitely don't help out myself with the fact I don't do live streams all the time. The algorithm just won't work. And also, let's just realise there's other great YouTube channels like the Liverpool YouTube channel scene. It might not be stacked, but the ones that are in the YouTube channel scene, they smash it. Coppers smash it. Redmen, Anfield Agenda, all of them do bits, and they've all got very, very good quality streams. So make sure you go and support them as well. Make sure you go and give them a try, because there's enough viewers out there for everyone at the end of the day. And everyone who does come in here, or even if you just watch the Redmond roundups, is right to your damn shelf. And shout out to the Cop TV, of course. In fact, Alex has just started doing watch-alongs. Go and check them out. I forgot about that, otherwise I would have put him in that list. It's just, he never used to do watch-along, so I never used to think, like, kind of slipped my mind. He's doing a watch-along now. Go and check that out. Brilliant work. But if you want to stay, then stay. Do you know what I mean? I appreciate it regardless. These grapes are so heavy though, man. 2-0 up as well. That's just what you want. It's lovely. Shit. I dropped mini money. Let me get you back there, son. Nah, big up yourself, Dean. The Redmond rounds up intro is the best. Just spat. If yous all had a penny for the amount of times you'll have seen me spat on stream, hey, you could be a millionaire. You have more likes than views. How is that? I have no idea. I have no idea. Probably like people who have came in, smashed the like and then gone out. Otherwise, I have no clue. But that just shows the Redmond's Army is undefeated. Like, there's people who even just come in to smash a like and support. Like, I can admit, like, I'm not the most entertaining. I'm not like, my quality is shite. Like, I've got a flag in the background and some BTEC scoreboard, yeah. It's really not unfancy. There's no green screen. There's no madness. It's just me watching my team. And there's people who call me Ming, like I'm Ming and that for doing this. Like watching the game in my room. But I enjoy it because I know that it brings value to at least a few people's days. And it brings value to mine. Therefore, it's a win-win. And that's why I love this. That's why I enjoy these watch-alongs. Balling from Mane to Salah. And you get great little moments like that where you think you could score a goal. And that's what you live for. Thoughts on Keita? Boss. I think he's been very sound today. He hasn't scored a world-class goal, hasn't got an amazing assist. But if this Naby Keita stays fit, it's going to feel like a new signing. And people don't realise as well, Naby's been fit since February, Ox has been fit since December, and Harvey Elliott's just came back into the team. Them three as options, serious options. All could feel like a new signing in their own right. And I know I'm thinking cheap, but that's just the way it is. Ball in. Oh, yeah, it fell out to Salah. Goal, surely. Oh, I knew it! The second that it went out on his left foot, I knew that was just a goal, man, like mini Salah. Let's go. Fucking the Egyptian king, lads. One of them ones with the knee up and that. I can't do it, but like, and there we go. Fully done and dusted. It's that's the top goal scorer this season by what a finish. I promise you, the second I said goal, I knew it was going to be in. That when he got on that left foot and no one closed down Mo Salah, That is dangerous. That's like walking towards Mike Tyson with your hands fully down by your fucking arse cheeks. And just expecting that you're going to do Muhammad Ali and slip all the punch. Stop being ridiculous. Get your fucking hands up and get your guard tight. Mo Salah, you dancer. What a goal and what a way. Listen, I reckon we can get one more, by the way. I don't even think this is the end. I think we can still get more. I think we can make this 4, maybe 5. And Norwich have played well. Norwich have not been shit today. They could have maybe defended better there. But overall, they've done well. So, we've done what we've needed to do. And that's all I want to see. Fucking come on now, Liverpool. Love that. Love that. Love that. Shit. Absolutely love it, mate. Whew. Hey, and by the way, like, we're forgetting about the fact that Mo Salah has got 2 assists. 2 assists and a goal on the opening day of the season. That's heavy, man. And Mo Salah, one season wonder, though. One season wonder, and he's still going in his 5th fucking season. Is this Mo's 5th or 4th? Let me know. Look at them looking for a penalty. Behave yourself. Behave yourself, mate. Fuck off, mate. Anyone notice the fact that Trent is chesty as fuck? Like, he's a big fella now. Like, he's got muscle and that, you know what I mean? Oh, let me get more comfortable. Thing about these watchalongs that I don't like, you're sitting in one spot for ages. And it's heavy. Other than that, though, it's belter. It's his 5th. So, yeah, Mo Salah's 5th season, but he's a one-season wonder. Sounds. Thoughts on the new signing, Kanate? He looks really good. I think he's going to fit into the system nice. I think the money's good. I think there's resale value in case it doesn't work because he's young. Everything about the signing screams absolutely sound. Mo fucking Salah for the golden boot, lads. You know that, Dono. You know that, Dono, la. Now they're bringing on Sargent and Ida. Norwich City substitutions. First player to score in 5 straight Premier League openers. That's just what Mo Salah does. On the opening day of the season, Salah's always up for it. Even I said earlier on, he's going to score today. By the way, didn't I say 4-0? And we've got 15 minutes left to get a goal. Say less. And make sure that you're on my Instagram for after the game. The selfies are back. The double chin selfies are going to be back. Best believe that. Unfortunately, we can't laugh at any of the rivals because they won as well. But they can't laugh at us. Always a silver line. Thoughts on Bernardo Silva to LFC will not happen. That will not happen at all. In any world. I wouldn't mind it, but it won't happen. City fan, but Liverpool are back to themselves. Don't underestimate us with a fully fit team, isn't it? Like, that's what people forget. And a year can do that to people. A year of not seeing the proper full version of Liverpool can do that to people. It can make them very naive. And just ignore the fact that we actually do have probably the best starting 11 in the league. Starting 11. Hear what I said. Not the best squad. But when everyone's fit, don't sleep on our starting 11. I heard United fans saying they've got a better 11. Let's do a combined 11 and let's really see. If we do a goalkeeper, Alisson gets in above De Gea and Henderson put together. Robertson, I know Luke Shaw's done brilliantly last season and in the Euros, but Robertson is clear. Let's not take the piss here. You know what I mean? Let's not take the piss here. Like, seriously, both very, very good left backs. And if Shaw was more consistent over his career, then there'd be more of a shout. But I'm going to go Robertson. Right back, Trent is better than Wan-Bissaka because even half of your fan base is unsure on Wan-Bissaka. Our fan base know Trent will be, if not already, the best right back in the world. You know, defensively, he's not as shit as people make out as well. And Wan-Bissaka going forwards is nowhere near that level. He's nowhere near that level. At least Trent, defensively, isn't really too bad. And Wan-Bissaka still makes defensive mistakes as well. But out of all the right-backs last season, when you put Kyle Walker in that list, Wan-Bissaka, Trent actually made the least mistakes. It's just talked about more. So, Trent goes in. By the way, we've got a corner. I'm taking ages to do this combined 11. But so far, it's all Liverpool players. I'll put Varane and Van Dijk in the defence, just because Varane has won as what he's won. But I think him and Matip are still very close. Trent, it's flicked on. It's fell out to Van Dijk, Salah, just well over actually. So Alisson, Robbo, Trent, Virg, not Maguire, Varane. Then the midfield, I'll give you Bruno and maybe Paul Pogba. But Fabinho gets in there. Thiago on form, but I'm not going to say Thiago because I don't think he's done enough in a Liverpool shirt yet. Or Henderson. I'm going to go with Henderson, but I understand if Paul Pogba goes in there. People are going to assume I'm saying Henderson is a better everything than Paul Pogba. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what he does for Liverpool. I think it warrants him a space in this squad. But that can be either or. Do you know what? Actually, I'll give you Paul Pogba, just for the sake of this argument, because I still think we'll win this combined 11. So, Fabinho, Bruno, and Pogba. And then the front three of Mane, Salah, and it's got to be Firmino. Cavani doesn't get in above Firmino. But again, that one's up for debate. So, I'll give you Cavani. So, let's go through the whole team. Before we do. Well done, Joel Matip. He's got pace as well. Them long legs makes him cover distance. So, let's go through that team. Alisson, that's one Liverpool player. Robbo, 2 Liverpool players. Trent, 3. Van Dijk, 4. Varane is 1 for United. Fabinho is 5. Pogba and Bruno. And then you've got Salah and Mane. That's 7 Liverpool players. And I have gave you 2 there with Pogba and Cavani. Cavani isn't well better. He's not well better. Firmino. The role that he plays, the role that Firmino plays within this team, Cavani couldn't do that at United. He just couldn't. Really, the fairer argument would be Bruno or Firmino, which, to be fair, I'll give you Bruno because he gets them numbers. But don't sleep on Firmino just because he doesn't get the 20 goals a season. That's what Salah's job's there for. That's what Mane's job's there for. Cavani isn't well better than Firmino. Sancho doesn't get in above Salah. I'm sorry. Even based on the work that he's done at Dortmund, I'm going to even ignore the fact he's never played a game for Man United. Let's put in his work for Dortmund into consideration. Salah's doing better. Salah still has more of an impact. Oh, Naby. In a few years' time, there's a conversation. Right now, Salah still gets in. Cavani is not so much better. You're saying as a out-and-out striker, Solomon. As an out-and-out striker, I hear what you're saying, but you are sleeping on what Firmino can actually do. Ball ability-wise, but also based on the fact that for this team, he is huge. By the way, Harvey Elliott's coming on the pitch. Things that you love to see because, again, he's going to bring something to this game. He's going to be like our Saka, our Foden, our Greenwood. That's what I definitely believe. And he loves the club. And he works hard. And here he is. Come on now, son. Yes, now, fella. Easy. Do you prefer us not being in the spotlight? Absolutely. I think Liverpool as the underdogs this season is dangerous. And when Liverpool are the underdogs, we tend to do better. Last year, I felt we weren't the underdogs no more. I think everyone said Liverpool are definitely going to win it. No one's saying that now. Even Liverpool fans. Oh, there's a fucking fly. Give it to... Oh, okay. A little bit of confusion. Oh, Firmino, fans and Harvey there. Go on now, Firmino. Win that. Kept it in. Nice there from Salah. See, now Liverpool are just enjoying their football. Here's Harvey. We're trying a little link-up. Yes, now the boys. Now we've pressed them down. Ball in. Salah now out wide on his left. Good defending there from Norwich. Cleared away. Yeah, this is Liverpool games all day. Even since we've gone 3-0 up, Norwich haven't had a sniff. Let's not disrespect Firmino. This is all I'm saying. If you want to say Cavani is better, fine. But let's not be stupid here. Like, Cavani had a few good months at United. Well, actually, a few good games where he scored a few goals. Firmino's had them runs as well. Let's not disrespect. And as a baller, Firmino's better. As a striker, Cavani's better. That's why I'll leave that one up for debate. But to say Cavani's clear, I don't think that's fair. Naby Keita came off for Elliott, by the way. Someone's just asked. Naby Keita was the one who went off the pitch, and I thought Naby has a good game. United are always underdogs. They are, but they don't thrive as underdogs the way Liverpool do. In my opinion. Otherwise, they would have won something by now, because United are one of the bigger underdogs in the top four. Over the past few years, us, City and Chelsea have been above United in that top four. In terms of, if they play each other, who are you saying is going to win? You're probably going to go with Liverpool or Man City. Salah doing his things, dribbling through, looking like Messi, the Egyptian Messi. Oh, if it just made it all the way through, you're looking at a third assist for Salah. 4 goal contributions in one game. That was beautiful from Mo. He is a dancer. He runs through players. Like, the thing about Mo Salah, he's actually got decent footwork. It just doesn't look pretty. It's not the best in the league, but he knows how to use it. And with his pace and his ability to be able to find space, mate, he's there. He's up there in this league. There's no coincidence why he's always scoring goals. It's not just luck. It's not just a good team. Otherwise, Timo Werner would have got 30, 40 goals last season. It's not always just about that. You've got to actually know what... You've got to have the know-how of being able to be effective with that good play. How many times I've had a day in football where I'll get mega chances but I won't score? Salah just always takes his chances. Cantwell's coming off the pitch. Salah went full Messi. Fully though, lads. I was thinking, this is heavy, this. Thoughts on Brentford? A few people have asked that this stream. Very good. Very exciting. I love Mbeumo and I love Ivan Toney. 2 players that I really enjoy watching. I hope in a year we probably go out and get someone like an Ivan Toney. He's more than just this tall striker. Oh, chance for Norwich. What a save! Stumble through. Wow! Alisson Becker. That's a goal in itself. When you talk about wanting a clean sheet. That is the goalkeeper right there that you rely on. And people sleep on this goalkeeper. You've still got a chance though. Big shot from Adams. What a save. That's got to get a round of applause. And if that doesn't, I don't know what does. What a save. Ball into the box. Clear as day. Defence was poor. And then he even got it out at the end as well. Brilliant from the goalkeeper. And what I like about that, because Alisson hasn't had to do a lot today, this now means everyone gets a 10 out of 10 on the player ratings. What a fucking save. Like I said, that's a goal in itself, because even though the game's over anyway, you want to get the clean sheet on the opening day of the season. 3-0 looks way better than 3-1, let's be honest. People sleep on Alisson. Like, at the start of last season, there was loads of people who'd say Alisson was the best, or he was top 3. A lot of people would say he's at least better than Ederson. And then he had that 1 month in his whole Liverpool career where he had a bit of a rough patch. Bearing in mind, it was around the time his father had passed. And now look at him. He's playing like the best goalkeeper in the world again. There and thereabouts. Here's Harvey. Ball in. But I will fucking argue till the cows come home that is the best goalkeeper in the world. Shout out to Jan Oblak, my G. But you never won your team a Champions League. Alisson did. So, and I think Alisson's been the most important signing out of the whole squad, including Virgil van Dijk. For example, last year, we conceded 7-2 against Villa and 4-3 against Leeds with Van Dijk in the defence. And that was without Alisson. But when Virgil van Dijk went out and Alisson came back in, fucking hell, mate, we had Nat Phillips at the back all season and we done well. That's because we've got a good goalkeeper who tells people where to be. When I went to the Athletic Bilbao game, chance here for Norwich, just wide of the post. They're looking dangerous in these final minutes. But when I went to the Athletic Bilbao game, Alisson didn't shut the fuck up. I was lower Anfield Road end, and the second half, I think it was, Alisson was, of course, closest to me, and I could hear every word he was saying. He wouldn't shut the fuck up. That's the type of goalkeeper he is. Sell Davies, loan Nathaniel till we sell Matip. Shout. Davies is supposed to be going out on loan to Sheffield United, isn't he? So, hopefully he does okay there. Boosts a few million for him. Ben Davies was always just an emergency signing though, wasn't he? Norwich are doing well, yeah. Building a bit of momentum. Chance. Over the bar. Over the fucking bar. Alisson was just swearing, and he was just telling people where to be. Let's see who they give man of the match here. It's got to be Mo Salah. Let me know your man of the match, people. It's got to be Mo Salah. Got to be Mo Salah. No doubt. Has anyone got any objections? Because for me, that's an easy man of the match. Another chance. Mo! Why didn't he shoot? Why did Mo just not shoot? Like, he gets his criticism for being too selfish. That was too unselfish. What the fuck's he doing? Open your body up and shoot there. Oh, my days. My 4-0 prediction's gone because Mo Salah bottled it. Fuck it, he's not man of the match no more. Nah, I'm messing. Salah, but Trent has had a good game. Don't sleep on Trent this year as well. I'll tell you now, that bad patch was probably the most dangerous damn thing that could have happened to Trent. Just saying. Mane for man of the match. I wouldn't say Mane for man of the match, but he's had a good game as well. That's the sick thing. Like, everyone has done their job, and that's all I want to see. Do your job, and we will get results. These players, with a full pre-season, can really do wonders. You'll be surprised. And the squad depth, in my opinion, is better this season. Well, it definitely is, because we haven't got them injuries. People say, oh, stop using injuries as an excuse. There was that many last season. You could not use them. Now we've actually got our team. Like, we haven't even missed Robbo. Robbo's a key part of the squad, and we haven't missed him. Like, Curtis Jones is injured. Already, we're still getting injuries. But it's not like all your main players going out. Like, no one ever has that. Headed away. Game over. 3 points. That right there is what you want, people. Let me know your man of the matches. I've got to give it to Mo Salah. I think Jota, while he was on the pitch, had an amazing game. I think Mane had an amazing game. Firmino, when he came on, had an amazing game. Just doing little back heels and shit. Making the game more exciting. Fabinho, when he came on, was solid. Van Dijk and Matip were very, very good. I think Alisson with that save was amazing. Choked on a grape. Everyone was boss, and it was just sick to be back. 3 points. We saw all of our rivals getting 3 points today as well. In amazing fashion. So we needed to make sure that we got that ourselves. Buzzing about that the Prem is back, football is back, and 3 points is very much certainly back. I keep fucking hell, mate. That grape has took it out of me. Check when it kind of goes down the wrong hole. It's done me in. So I am going to end the stream there. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. I'm made up that we could get that result. I'm now going to chill for a little bit. Soon I'll be back into the flow of uploading every day. I've just been taking it a little bit easier recently, people. So I do apologise about that. Sorry if this stream was a little bit sloppy. It's my first one back in a while. But there's going to be many more. So make sure that you tune in to James Redmond TV to basically be there for that. But anyway, thank you for everyone. 3 points to the mighty Reds. And I will see you all in a bizzle. Peace out.